to show that, to indicate to you that you're already having toxins too much in your body. Another one is feeling dizzy. Yes, if you suddenly start feeling dizzy frequently, it may not be that you are short of blood. There are various signs, various things that it could mean or it could indicate. And one of them is just this toxic overload. But most times when someone is feeling dizzy, we say, maybe the person is short of iron, or is having a fatty liver, and several other things, which I have also observed on some occasions. But or rarely also do we also think of toxic overload. Toxin is too much in the body. So sometimes you start feeling like somebody that's intoxicated, dizziness, any small thing, you just feel like weak. You're dizzy, you can't even go further. There's excess toxins in the body. You could need to look at your diet again. And then another thing also that sometimes may show that you are having too much toxins in the body is if you're always weak. Yes, always like having brain fog, brain confusion, something like you are just confused. That's brain fog. Like you are just weak. You can't think well. There's no clarity of mind. Let me put it that way. Yes, it does happen. It has happened to me before. That's why I just need to share it again. Like brain fog, you are confusion, there's low energy at all times. If you are going through that already, it may be that too much toxins in your body. Too much toxins in your body, and that's not good. And then constipation is also one of them. If you have too much toxin, we already talked about it. And then insomnia, not sleeping, is also another one. When you are having too much toxins in your body. Some people is even oversleeping. Our body very differs. Some people, they sleep a lot. That is another form of brain fog and low energy and confusion. They sleep anywhere, they are sleeping. Their brain is like not, when the toxins are too much. So if you are if you are suspecting or you are going through any of this, that's not a final say anyway. You may still need to go for a test sometime to clarify some of it. But the simplest thing to suspect and to stay on is to check your diet. If there is anyone that is increasing the toxins, and then you give it a break and start your water therapy. Yes, you need to highlight a few of the solutions to help us when the toxins are too much. Yes, when the toxins are too much in your body, there are simple things you need to do. A lot of people, they start taking more medications. It's one of the worst things to do if you suspect toxic overload. Even sometimes when I suspect toxic overload, I stop all, if there is even vitamin C, which is a water-soluble vitamin, I stop it too. I've stopped that for a very long time now. I told us it's one of the supplements. I've not taken it for over 7 months, over 6 or 7 months. Yes, when you suspect toxic overload, you stay off such multivitamin and water. It doesn't matter. As simple as vitamin C is, which is a water-soluble vitamin, I had to stay off it when I suspect that there's too much toxins in my body. Fish oil is one of the, rarely used supplements I indicated here that I take occasionally because of my brain and because of my eyes and some other things occasionally. But then when there is toxic overload, I stay off it too. And I've done that for over a week now. Then after some time, I come back. So once you suspect that your body is battling with too much toxins, this is very, very common among older adults. You need to start water therapy. You need to start bringing vitamin C rich foods. These are antioxidants to help. If you have not been taking lemon juice in your warm water therapy, you need to resume it. At times I go off it because I tell us too much of everything is bad. There are occasions you need to stay off, but there are occasions you need to go after antioxidants. Foods like cabbage is great for dealing with toxins. I mean, green cabbage, one of the top foods that I rush. I don't really take it regular, but if you are going through toxic overload, you go to low-calorie vegetables like cabbage, cauliflower, foods like carrots, foods like apples. Apple particularly is great because some toxins are deeply rooted more than others. Now, when you are doing trying to cleanse or remove toxins to help your body or take out toxins, there are some foods that can help you on the peripheral of the toxins. You know, these toxins have layers. Some are deep down, the lowest layer, those ones, not all antioxidant, not all what ordinary water can't get there. Yes, you heard me. Yes, if you are taking water therapy alone, there are the ones that are deep, that have been sitting for too long. The water won't get there unless you add a dash of lemon juice. And lemon juice goes deeper than the lime. You must know that. They are both vitamin C, but Mother Nature have made them. There is something unique about each one of them. They have antioxidant vitamin C, each of them, but one goes deeper than the other, and that is the lemon. You wonder why they're always talking about lemon juice, yeah, lemon juice, lemon, because most times cancer cells are more deeply rooted. Not the vitamin C is also good for it, but now you see that the lemon juice, the campaign or talk about lemon juice is usually higher and more. The awareness is more because it goes deeper. That's what I've understood. It goes deeper, and it doesn't have that too much acidic feeling like the lime juice. The lime juice is good, but when you're having constipation, the lime juice is quick to deal with those on the. I got to know this from my own body on the top, but the lemon will go deeper than that. So the toxins have layers. Some are deeply rooted, some are in the middle, some are on the top. So when you eat certain foods, for instance, they can help you clear the ones on the top, whereas those ones sitting under are still there. So we need to know which foods. Apple is particularly good when you want to go very deep inside the body. You take it on empty stomach in the morning if you are trying to deal with toxic overload, and allow it to sit alone. Most of the time, they like to sit alone. Those food that go deep to bring out, because to bring out toxins that have been sitting for some have 6 months above, they be sitting deep down there. We all need to, including myself. So when you take food that go deeper like that, like apple, one green apple, you need to do like you are fasting. It will go down. Another food that is very good also is moringa seed. If you take just like 2 or 3, don't eat any other food. I did it on a particular day. I went to the church. He dealt with the toxins that day. It's not, I loved it, but I don't always have that mind to take it. I don't know whether because it's so tiny. Talking of moringa seed, it's very good in removing toxins. Just 3 seeds. And if you want to really give yourself a good cleanse, you just take lemon juice. After that, go and manage and put and use take about 3 or 4 moringa seeds. Remove the peels, that hard peels, and then take it and take lots of water. Give yourself like 4-5 hours. It's going to go deep. It's a source of vitamin A and vitamin C. Talking of the moringa seeds. If you are dealing with toxins, it's not all the food that go very deep, but I tell you, these few foods. You see lemon juice in warm water. That's why they're able to tackle cholesterol. You see moringa seed. You see green apple. These 3 foods, they go wherever that toxin is there is rooted. They go down there to get it, to bring it out. But the only obstacle that they may have or encounter is when you bring in oily food again while they are still at work. It's not a little work. When you bring in oily food again, it may stall the work. So they won't do a good job. Maybe the ones they were able to trap will come out, but the others will be sitting there. And so we should know the foods to help us. I just thought it's important to share a few of the foods that helps us to work. And remember that fiber must be there. Fiber from vegetables. Don't forget fiber, please. The ones I talked about are purely raw foods. Because when you are dealing with toxins, remember, raw foods are better, uncooked foods. And the ones I mentioned so far, the moringa seed, the lemon juice, and the green apple, they are all raw foods. They are all raw food, they are not cooked. Others are, even pineapple is very good too. But I try to be more conscious a little about sugar. But it's good too, if you take it and you don't take any other thing. And it may not really, because of sugar, I'm mindful of sugar. So you need to understand that this food can help you to pull out those toxins when you are thinking that it's toxic overload, or when you are having those symptoms I said earlier. You suspect it may be excess toxins. And there is another one that I just remembered now that can show you that toxins are too much in your body. And that's when your complexion, in fact, I missed it out in the first one, but it's never too late. When those who are watching the video to the end will have the benefit of this one, but I just remember this. When you notice your skin or your complexion is becoming darker, that one you don't need to go for tests. You know that toxic overload is there. There's too much toxins. Or you ate something that your body, that is really toxic to your body. It will make your complexion, if you were lighter before, a little bit, you become very dark. And so when you look at yourself in the mirror and you notice you are darker, you just have to stay off the cooked foods and start running for your life, because toxic overload, that's one of the obvious, apart from complexion, skin problem, body odor, dizziness, all that we mentioned. Another one is changing your complexion. You just look dark. Even if you are dark before, you now look darker. In fact, when you look at the way the darkness of your skin will look like, you will know that this is not your real dark color, that is darker. That is a clear sign that too much toxins in your body. You don't need to go start running around to do a test. Start eating some of these foods I mentioned already to cleanse them off. I used to have this experience so many years ago. I didn't know. Sometimes when I see my body looking dark, I go and take soya beans. Soya beans, after taking the soya beans, it will now become darker. And that's how I got to know that soya beans is highly toxic. If you are dealing with toxins, don't go there. Please. If you want to remove toxins in your body, that time, in those days, on those years, whenever my complexion looks very dark or darker than usual, I say it's short of blood, there's no blood. I say, okay, let me look for iron-rich food. And then I go for soya beans. Oh, let me look for plant-based food, because they said animal protein is not good. So let me go for plant-based food. By the time I go for plant-based food, I take to know a lot about soya beans. Very good soya beans that I should have. So in case you are also making that mistake, don't make it. If you are dealing with toxins, leave soya beans first. Leave it for another time. Don't take it. It's not a good food for detox. It's not a detox. It's very high in iron. Let me just tell us why it's doing like that. It's very high in iron. Iron makes the blood thick. Yes, iron is too much. Iron is a blood thickener. It makes your blood to be thicker. And so when you are trying to clean the blood to be lighter, so when the blood becomes thicker, that's when BP and everything, both high blood sugar, high blood pressure, begins to come. Some people, the problem they are having today is the blood is too thick, and they are giving them over-the-counter blood thinners, blood medication to thin the blood, whereas they can naturally thin out their blood using natural foods like we are doing. Yes, like I'm doing, using, you know that the blood is thick, and so you take natural blood thinners to help to lighten it, to avoid incidences of stroke, high blood pressure, and then high blood sugar, arthritis, and all the stuff that come with it. And so don't take soya beans if you are from your body. Go for raw foods. I mentioned the top foods on the list for you to take. Moringa seed gives you a good cleanse. 3 seeds, remove the peels. Empty stomach, take sufficient water. Don't forget it. In fact, it will taste so nice, like as if there is sugar in your mouth, and it will make you want to drink water so much. That's just the beautiful thing about moringa seed. Even if you didn't like taking water before, it will naturally open up the detoxification pathways, and water will start going in. And I have also realized that when the body is loaded with too many toxins, fats, oils, all kinds of things, I noticed that also you won't even be enjoying water. This is one of my own signs, based on my own experience. You drink water, you won't like to. You just, like, everywhere is blocked and clogged because of ignorance. And sometimes we just move about like that. We say old people don't like water. They don't like water because of the clogged arteries. But if you bring foods that will unclog the arteries, like moringa seed, water starts moving in, because water is the channel for the transportation, for the cleaning, for the everything. Is water that is needed. But when these things, the toxins are too much, the body, that is just the problem we have. So a lot of us just continue to bring in more toxins, more starchy foods. We remember that we are all in it together, all of us. When the body is struggling to remove the toxins, we are busy eating more food, eating more biscuits, more bread, more inflammation causing foods. That's exactly what we are saying. And so we like to end the life here now. And I will see you another day. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, so that when I come here, you'll be notified. Thank you for coming, and do have a healthy body. And don't forget, moderation remains our rule.